What's up one and all, and welcome to this week's edition of the Metal Detector. So the first band that I have for you guys today is Byzantine. Now these guys were formed way back in 2000 and have 6 full-length albums under their belt. To be quite honest, I kind of feel that this is one of the bands which is an unpolished gem in the metal scene right now. And this is purely because of the fact that they have so much to offer, but then yet you don't see a lot of mainstream media who are covering these guys. Now, coming to the music, they're predominantly groove-oriented, but then you do find a lot of progressive influences, a lot of death influences, and thrash influences as well. From their dynamic vocals to their complex song structures, it doesn't take the listeners a lot of time to realize that this band is actually multi-faced. Now I use the term multi-faced because this band has quite a different array of songs to offer, and they're not exactly like your one-trick pony who just does one thing really well. Now when you go through their discography, it becomes pretty obvious that they have a lot of songs which follow your classical thrash structures, and also there are a lot of songs which kind of have that new metal influences to it and kind of surprisingly well-structured songs. Now when you go through the discography of this band, it becomes pretty obvious that they have a lot of songs which follow your classical heavy metal song structures, but also have some which are quite interesting and quite have that modern approach to it. Now these are the aspects which helps this band kind of broaden their fan base, and also if you ask me quite honestly, this band is one of the few which embodies what modern metal is all about. Another striking aspect of this band which I totally love is their ability to transfer emotions through their songs. I'm pretty sure once you guys start listening to the band, you get lost in the songs. But also let me warn you guys about one thing. This is one of these bands which actually take quite multiple listens to actually get into because of their layered approach. Yes, on the surface, a lot of songs might seem like they've been done a million times. But trust me, once you kind of keep hearing the songs over and over again, it kind of starts seeping in and you start appreciating them a lot more. Well, the bottom line does remain this. If you're somebody who loves to listen to a band which experiments with their sound, has a lot of variety in what they have to offer, then this is the band for you. Now, this is a band suggested for all of you guys out there who love listening to bands like Lamb of God, Opeth, and to a level Mastodon as well. Now before we go on to the second band, let me just describe to you about how these guys look. Think about a 5-piece metal band which is covered in leather and studs, and while the guitarists sway away their flying V guitars, the vocalist serenades you with his high-pitched vocals and rocks you to the core. Now if the thought of Judas Priest crossed your mind right now, you're not the only one. Because let me tell you, I thought the same as well. And yes, coming to the name of the band, it's called Ambush, and it's a band from Sweden.
I'm born again to die another day. A screaming voice at night is driving me insane. Ice cold and sleepless cold.
First of all, before anything, let me address the obvious here. Now the band might look and sound dangerously close to Judas Priest, but then they do a damn good job of it without being a straight up clone. Now this is a band which has obviously been influenced by Judas Priest heavily, but they do have a lot of modern touches to them. Now for one, the vocals are not exactly the same as how we would expect Rob Halford to be singing, and now coming to the music, these guys are insanely catchy. Like there's a lot of times when I've caught myself humming their songs without actually knowing it. And I also do agree that this is your typical new wave of British heavy metal formula what has been applied to the band, But then these guys add the smaller nitty-gritties which kind of makes them stand out from any of the bands out there. Now this is a band out there which all of you guys who enjoy listening to the new wave of British heavy metal have to listen to. It's a band which has integrated a lot of elements from the past, say 15-20 years of heavy metal into what the new wave of British heavy metal used to be. Now go ahead and check these guys out and get infected by their rhythm. So that's been our episode for today. Hope you guys liked it. Hopefully these bands are new, or if there's something that you guys have been listening to for quite a while, just let us know in the comments down below. As always, if there's any band that you guys feel have to be featured on the show, go on to the comment section as well and give us a link to their albums. If this is the first time you guys are checking out our videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon out there so that you'll be notified every time we make a new video. Now from all the guys here at TUGGtv, stay safe and stay metal.